I'm live.
I'm live.
Why? I'm not gonna flush. Yeah. Hi. I think I'm pretty good. Hi there, everybody. So today we're going to do a set yoga for finding space. I feel like that's a kind of a forgotten principle shape that you forget that yoga is so much about. The biggest thing yoga does, or asana practice does, is elongates, opens up the spine. So trying to find that openness and that space in each posture is really important. Because it might not mean you can do the posture the whole way, or the complete expression of the posture, and that's okay, as long as you're finding a place of space, liberation, freedom in that posture, and just sitting in it for a second and finding where you can find that. You're going to get more than trying to push your way through. He wanted perfection over completion, and perfection is kind of a strong word to use, but what he meant by it was the perfection of where you're at, aside from completing the whole posture and trying to get where you want to be. That will come posture, and it might be the smallest expression of the pose, but that's what you need. And that's where you find that freedom, that space. And then from there, that's where you can build off of and continue working on the postures, if that makes sense. And decompression and all that good stuff, which yoga is really good for. So let's get started. Hands down on the knees or in your lap, wherever you want to be comfortable, open on the knees, down on the knees. And we're just going to close the eyes down. Exhale, release, bring the belly button towards the back of the spine. Try to get all that air out of the body, elongating the breath. Leave 6 seconds in, 6 seconds out. If you can go longer, go for it. To that chest cavity. And then when you're inhaling, that's when it kind of flattens out and pushes down. So imagine that shape in the body. And with each breath, using that diaphragm to massage your internal organs. And adding one more piece to the instead of just using the belly to breathe, you also do want to use your chest as well. So think of your chest as like a 6-sided box. So that lower portion is that diaphragm. And then you also want to expand the front of the chest, the back, so this is where your ribs are and lungs are in the back, and as well as the sides. So the sides of your ribs into your arms. So focus on opening up your 6-sided box. Oh, and I forgot, yes, the top as well. You want to fill it up all the way to your collarbones, because your lungs actually begin right here, right below your collarbones, or right in line with the collarbones even. Your lungs start pretty high up. So finding that space in the lungs. Opening up the chest from all angles. And when you're ready, let's bring the palms to touch at the heart center in prayer pose. And we'll tune in with one long Om to begin our class. So let's just first inhale to prepare. Exhale out the mouth. And again, inhale. Exhale out the mouth. Inhale for sound. And let's bring our hands down on the mat on either side of us. We're going to inhale, take that right arm, reach it up and over. Exhale as it comes over. Inhale, switch. Exhale, the left arm up and over. And keep going. Moving with the breath. Opening up your side body. Go as slow or as fast as you like. Just move with the breath. Imagine looking at your spine and seeing how it opens up on each side. And where can you create space here? Do you imagine making space from the top of your head all the way down to the tailbone? So it might not mean that you're going over as far because you're keeping your spine nice and long. Hands down, and we'll come to all fours and begin cat-cows here. So let's inhale, chin up, tailbone up. Tuck the toes under and stretch out the bottoms of the feet. Exhale. Tips. Push against the mat. And let's do a couple of rounds. Inhale to cow, and then when you exhale, curl the spine and kind of come back down into almost like a child's pose, and then sweep back up. Inhale to cow, exhale. Yeah, so you're just kind of making circles with the body. Your neutral spine on hands and knees. Let's walk the hands out a little bit in front of us. Knees can be on the mat. If you want a little extra, we're going to do some chaturanga push-ups here. You can come up to a plank. I'm going to just stay on my knees. But do what you like for a little extra workout if you want. Pressing the hands into the mat. We're going to keep the elbows at our sides, as close to the sides as we can. We're just going to lower down. 1. Come back up. Lower down. 2. Come back up. Lower down. 3. Come back up. And let's tuck the toes and push back into downward facing dog.
Pedal out the feet here. Shake it no. Shake it yes. And try to focus more on bringing your belly towards your thighs, bringing your sit bones high. You can put a deep bend in the knee. Let's all do that. Let's put deep bend in the knee. Almost so your belly's. And again, let's find some space here. Where's the crown of your head? Where's your tailbone? Pull them away from each other. Even just imagining it will help. If you're like, I don't know how to do that. Imagining that space, envisioning that space in the spine. And let's inhale, look forward. Bend the knees, step, hop, walk your hands to meet your feet, forward fold. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, raise the arms up, stand up, hinging at the hips, pushing the hips forward. Exhale, lower the hands down at your sides. Tadasana. I'm going to move my feet up here so you can actually see me a little bit. All right, from Tadasana, we're going to inhale, reach up, hips forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale to flat back. Exhale, place the hands on the mat, step hard, pleasant, but try to lower the butt a little bit so you're a nice straight line from the heels to the crown of the head. And again, find that space. And you can either lower down from here, chaturanga, or you can place the knees on the mat, lower down. Come on up into cobra or up dog, which is thighs, legs are off the mat. You're pushing up your hands. And then exhale, back to downward facing dog. And inhale, bend the knees, look forward, step, hop, jump. The feet up towards the hands, forward fold. Let's hang here in this forward fold. You can grab opposite elbows. Put a little bend in the knees if you like. You can move from side to side here. Let the head hang. Again, find some space here. Space in that spine. Lower the hands down. Inhale up to flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, hinge at the hips, rise all the way up to standing, hands over the head. Exhale, lower the hands down on either side, Tadasana. We're going to do this called Surya Namaskar A. We're going to do that a couple more times to warm up. So let's get at it. Inhale, raise the arms up, press the hips forward. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, place the hands, step back to plank. Lower the knees down if you like, or just lower the body down, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, bend the knees, step, hop, jump, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. And again, let's just hold here. Let's find the space here. This is a really good one to find space. Pressing your shoulders away from the ears. Finding that line of energy all the way from the crown of the head to your tailbone. Nice, straight, flat back. Stretching the spine out here. Really pushing the shoulders down. And on your next exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach up. Push the hips forward. Exhale, hands down on the sides. Inhale, lift the arms up. Press the hips forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, hands on shins, flat back. Exhale, place the hands on the mat. Step back, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, look forward, bend the knees, step, hop. Jump to the front of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, lower the hands down on either side. We'll do one more of those. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, place the hands, step back, chaturanga. Lower the knees down if you like. Inhale, up dog or baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward, bend the knees. Step or hop to the front of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale, lower the hands down. Tadasana, mountain pose. Let's take a breath here. Find a nice, strong Tadasana, mountain pose. And let's inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale, downward facing dog here. And once we're in down dog, inhale, lift the right leg. And let's open up the hip here. So bring that right heel to the right butt cheek, opening up the hip towards the right. You can circle your foot around a couple times. And let's straighten that right leg back out. Square the hips towards the mat. And on your next exhale, bring that right foot in between the hands. And from here, we're going to turn that left heel down and inhale the arms up, raising up in warrior one. Curl the pinkies in here towards each other. Make that back leg nice and strong. And here, pull the shoulders away from the ears. Find that space in the spine. Try tucking your tailbone just a slight bit to help create that space. Make sure your hips are square to your front of your mat. And on your next exhale, we're going to open up into warrior two. Again here, open up those arms, reach those arms, front and back. Your hips are opening up to the left, so is your chest. And let's straighten that front leg. If you like, you can kind of step up your back leg a little bit. We're going to go into Trikonasana. So you're going to push your hips back, reach forward towards the front of the room. So you can't anymore, and then rotate the arms. Right arm down, left arm up. Try to gaze up at your left hand. If that's uncomfortable on the neck, you can always look down. Breathe here again. These harder poses or more dynamic poses for the body. Try it again. Find that space. Reach the crown of your head towards the front of the room. Lower that left arm down. Turn the hips down so they're square towards the mat. And you're just going to be folded over that straight right leg. You can put a little micro bend in it, the knee. That's totally fine. This intense side stretch. And again, where can you find space in the spine here? Try lifting your sit bones up. Try pulling that right hip up, left hip down. Shoulders away from the ears. All right, we're going to turn that, come up on the ball of that left foot. Come down into a low lunge here. So bending that right knee. And you're going to plant the left hand, raise the right hand. Again, where can you find that space? Through the crown of the head all the way to the tailbone. Breathe into it. And on your next exhale, lower that right hand so it's on the inside of your right foot.
And we're gonna lower that left knee down, right foot, opening up that hip. And let's bring that foot, plant that foot back, that right foot. Come up, raising that left knee. And let's then move our right foot in between our right and left hand here. And then we're just gonna step back to downward facing dog. Yeah, when you're ready, we're going to the left side now. So lift up that left leg. Open up that hip. And you can rotate that left foot around. And reach that left foot long. Square the hips. Bring that left foot in between the hands. Rotating that right heel down and inhale, arm shape. Again, maybe tuck your tailbone slightly. Reach the crown of the head towards the ceiling. Another one I like is to take the backs of your ears and lift them up towards the ceiling because it kind of opens up that cervical spine. And then when you're ready, exhale, open up to warrior two. Opening up the hips, opening up the chest towards the right. Stretching the arms high. Let's flip the palms open towards the ceiling. And then keeping the arms how they are, flip the palms down. Shoulders away from the ears here. Right foot. Make your stance a little shorter if you like. And then press the hips back, reach forward. And then rotate the arms. Trikonasana, triangle pose. You can look up at your right thumb or down at your left. Again, find that same space on this side in the spine. Crown of the head to the tailbone. Pushing your hips back. Opening them up towards the right. And when you're ready, lower down that right arm. And the right and left hand on either side of the foot. Square the hips down towards the mat. And then fold over that left leg. You can adjust feet or anything how you like. You can, if they're not staggered, you can kind of do skis instead of balance beam with the legs. That can help you balance a little better. But try to bring that left hip up, right hip down. Trying to really square those hips. Bring that left hip back, right hip forward. Finding those tiny little adjustments that you can find in yourself that might make more space in the body. Perfecting the posture for yourself. And let's turn that right heel up. Come down into a low lunge. And we're going to plant our right hand, lift the left hand up in a twist. Gazing up at that left hand, or you can look down too. Nice, strong back leg. And when you're ready, lower that left hand down on the inside of the left leg. Lower that right knee down, top of the right foot down, and then come up onto the pinky toe side of your left foot, opening up that hip. And when you're ready, plant that
left foot again. Bring that left hand on the other side of the left foot. So they're hand, foot, hand. Come up off that knee on the right foot, and then let's step back into downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet here. If you'd like, you can come down to child's pose to take a break. Eventually, downward dog does become a resting pose. That might be hard to believe, but it does become a resting pose. And let's inhale that right foot up. Exhale the right foot in between the hands. Keeping that up on the ball of your left foot, come up into crescent lunge.
So a nice deep bend in that left leg. And we're going to bring the hands into cactus arms. So arms in cactus. Some nice little L shapes. And we're going to inhale, straighten that front leg with lift the arms. Exhale, come down into that lunge. Inhale, straighten the arms. Exhale, come down. A couple more times, inhale. And exhale. And let's inhale the arms up, keeping that nice bend in the front knee. Bend in the back knee, scoop the tailbone, then try to straighten that back leg. Excellent. And let's curl that heel down in the back. So we're now in warrior one. And let's open it up, warrior two. And windmill the arms on an exhale. Bring the hands down to either side of the foot. Again, you can step that back foot up. And keeping those hands down, we're going to bend that front knee. Come up on the ball of the foot on that left foot. And then we're going to, again, place that right hand on the inside of the right foot. And this time we're just going to open up towards the left. So lifting that left arm, opening up here. Now I want you to look down. Look about 2 feet in front of you. And you're going to step up a little bit with that left foot. And then you're going to reach and plant the hand about a foot forward. And we're going to straighten that right leg and open up that hip and come into half moon. Can you see me? I feel like I'm falling off the video screen. So hips and chest are open to the left. You can look down. You can also look up. That's a little more difficult. Flexing that left foot. And there's a line of energy, that line of energy from the crown of your head all the way to your heel. Finding that space here. And when you're ready, step back to a warrior two, as gracefully as you can. And let's windmill the arms forward. Place the hands on either side of the foot. Bring that foot back to a top of a push-up. And we got to do the other side. So let's inhale that left leg up. Exhale, bring that left leg in between the hands. Keeping up on that ball of the right foot. Raise the arms up, crescent lunge. Inhale up. Exhale down. Continue. A few more times. Into warrior one. Open up to warrior two. And then straighten that front leg. Windmill the arms down on either side of the foot. You can kind of step up that right foot if you like. This intense side stretch pose
And then let's come up on the ball of that back foot. Put a deep bend in that front knee and low lunge. And again, we're going to bring that left foot on the inside, or sorry, left hand on the inside of the left foot. And this time open up towards the right. You can spin that back heel down. Opening up. Again, space between the crown of your head, all the way to the tailbone, all the way down to that heel. And now look down about a couple feet ahead of you. Bring that hand about a foot in front of you. Step up with the right foot. And then step all the way up. 2. Half move. Opening up towards the right this time. Flexing that right foot. That line of energy. Where can you find space here? Even though you're concentrating on not falling down, where can you find that little bit of space? In the hips, in the spine. And let's come down to warrior 2 as gracefully as you can. And let's windmill the arms down on either side of the foot. Step that foot back to plank. Lower down chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And let's come all the way down to child's pose. Butt towards the heels. Forehead towards the mat. You can bring the hands in front of you, or sometimes if your shoulders have had enough, you can bring your hands behind you, and that's a little more relaxing. So find a place where you can just relax, rest, find your breath here. Yeah, walk the hands towards the knees. So you're sitting on the heels. And then we're going to come up on the knees, curling the toes under. If this is hard on your knees, if you're not on carpet like I am, move back down to the floor so I can move this so you can see me. We're going to do camel pose. So we're going to bring the hands on our lower back, fingers pointing down. Push the hips forward and bring the head back. You can stay here, or if you have the flexibility or it's in your practice, you can come down onto your heels. Focus on the pose. And even though there's a lot of compression in your posterior spine, the back part of your spine, right? I believe it's the correct term. There's a lot of compression there. There's a lot of opening in that interior part of the spine. Crown of the head towards the back. Reach that tailbone down. And exhale. Come on out. We're going to lower. And now we're going to come into puppy pose. So hips are over the knees. And it's just like child's pose, except the heels aren't going to, or the butt's not going to come down to the heels. So you're just going to walk the hands out. And this might be enough for you. That's fine. If you're on the ground and you're like, this is easy, try bringing your chin towards the mat. And then maybe your chest. If you want even a little more, you can lift up on those fingertips. But that's a lot on the shoulders. So just find your space where you can, and curl that chin under. If it's up, walk the hands towards the knees. And come just sitting back on the heels, shoulders away from the ears. Take a few breaths here. Chest, look at that right hand. Exhale, thread that right hand through. Kind of found a wall here, but bringing the shoulder down. And you can walk, you can either stay here, or you can walk your left hand
up and kind of over the head and on your fingertips. And then try to look through your armpit towards the ceiling here. Now walk that left hand back. Unthread, come to hands and knees, and we're going to do the other side.
So lifting up that left hand, opening up the chest, looking up towards the left hand. Exhale, thread the needle through. Bringing that shoulder down. And then walking that right hand up over the head if you can. And then try to look up through your armpit at the ceiling. Try to keep your hips as square as you can, though. Yeah, let's walk that right hand back. Push up into all fours. And let's curl the toes under. You can always come out of it. Maybe just sit and try to breathe unless it's really, really painful on your feet. A lot of times if you have like a fascial tear, which is really common for people, this might really hurt or not be comfortable. So then just come sitting on the heels and breathe. If you're here and you're like, this is fine, I don't really care. Wow, that's a lot. But yeah, if you kind of walk your feet back, you get a deeper stretch. Try to get all 5 toes on the mat. Breathe here. So, and when you're ready, come forward and let's tap the feet out. And then we're going to come sitting back down on the heels, this time not with your toes curled. And we're going to clasp the hands behind the back, open up the chest. So maybe tuck your chin slightly, crown of the head towards this, crown of the head away from the tailbone, shoulders away from the ears. Inhale deeply. Exhale, bring the chest towards the knees, forehead towards the mat, and lift the arms up. It can be a lot on the shoulders, so take your time with it. And when you're ready, let's come on up. Let's or if you don't want to be on your heels, you can come into seated, cross-legged. But if you want, let's try bringing your legs out in front of you. And then you're going to bring your right leg, you're going to tuck it in and under, and kind of bring it so your knee is kind of parallel with your pelvis, or perpendicular with your pelvis, and then you're going to take your other knee and stack it on top. So, and you can either bring your hands and place them on the soles of your feet, bottoms of your feet. Or if you like, we can do eagle arms. So since our right leg is underneath, we're going to take our left arm and bring it underneath our right, cross them, and then curl the hands so they're together. If you're just here, that's fine with the backs of your hands together. That's fine. If you want, you can do that one little extra twist. And let's start. This is an easy one to find spacing because you're finding a lot of space in your shoulders, your shoulder blades. But I also think all right, let's unwind the arms. Bring the legs out in front of you, shake it out. Yeah, we're going to do the other side. So bring that left leg in first, and that right knee on top of the left leg. And then we're going to take the left arm on top. We're going to bring the elbows high, bring the arms away from the face. Breathe here. Shoulders away from the ears. Find that space in the hips. Find that space in the shoulders. And when you're ready, let's unwind. Unwind the legs. Out. And we're gonna come lying all the way down on our backs. All the way down your back, and we can either just lift the legs up to 90 degrees and hold here, getting all that nice drainage for the blood in the legs. Or if you want, we can do shoulder stand if you have it in your practice. So lifting the hips up so they're over the shoulders. You're gonna point the toes, flex the feet, or point the feet and flex the toes. Pick something and go with it. Hands on the lower back. Most of your weight is on your shoulders. And let's lower the hips down if you're in shoulder stand, keeping the legs up to 90 degrees. Take a few breaths here with the legs up 90 degrees, hands on either side. And then we're going to bring the elbows up under the shoulders. We're going to do fish pose. So point the toes, elbows under the shoulders, hands flat on the mat. And then we're going to bring our chin back, looking straight back behind us. Your highest skeletal thing. So open up that chest. Here's where we're finding space in the neck and chest. Where can you find a little bit more space? And your next inhale, bring the chin towards the chest. And exhale, lower those elbows down so you're flat on your back. Bring the feet flat so your knees are bent. And we're going to do a figure 4 here. You can either clasp your hands on the shin or behind the calf, on the hamstring, whichever is more comfortable. Or you might just be here with the foot flat. That's fine too. Find a place where you can find space, find liberation, find freedom in the pose. Your whole back is flat against the mat, besides maybe your cervical spine. Breathe deeply, open up the hip. Flex that right foot. And let's lower down that left leg. Bring the right down and switch sides. Left foot on the right knee and bring that right leg. Let's lower that right foot, bring the left down. And let's windshield wiper the knees back and forth. And bring the knees into the chest. Rock up and down on the spine. Yeah, and come up to seated with the legs straight out in front of you. We're going to do just a forward fold. So inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, reach for toes, ankles, shins, folding over the legs. Hinging at the hips, not the waist. And here, think of that space in the spine. Crown of the head all the way down to the tailbone. Try bringing the belly and the chest down first, not your head. Finding that space in the hips, space in the spine. Breathe here. And inhale, come up. And exhale, open up the heels to either side of the mat. Come all the way down. Vertebra by vertebra. All the way down on your mat for Shavasana, palms face up. Splay the feet. Lift the chin towards the chest, lay the head back down to keep the spine nice and long. And even here, in final relaxation, just one last time, find where you can find some space, some freedom, some liberation in this posture. It should be fairly easy, but a lot of people have a hard time just lying on their back, being still. If your lower back hurts, you can just bring your feet up, bend the knees. Take some deep breaths here, relaxing the body, bringing the jaw into the inner ear, relaxing the eyes in their sockets, relaxing the sutures of your skull, relaxing the bones into the mat. You're done doing work. And then start deepening your breath. Wiggling your fingers and toes. Inhale. And exhale, bring the knees into the chest. Find and come to seated or just roll over to the side. Push yourself up, whichever is more comfortable. Find yourself in a comfortable seat, hands in prayer on the chest. Even in times where it doesn't feel like we have any, because we do. Taking a nice deep inhale. More in the forehead tonight. Thank you. Bye.